Welcome to another edition of Breaking News brought to you by Source Selection Soundbites. Today we will discuss the case of Walker Development and Trading Group, Inc., or WDTG, decided at the GAO. This procurement was executed under the authority of FAR 15 procedures. The Department of Veterans Affairs published a requirement on FBO to obtain support from an IDIQ contract. Quotations were to be evaluated based on technical acceptability and price. After the closing date for receipt of quotations, the agency reopened the solicitation to amend it by increasing the maximum award amount from $2.5 million to $10 million. The agency received several timely revised quotations in response to the amendment. Shortly thereafter, the agency canceled the solicitation and notified vendors of its actions but did not provide a rationale for doing so. WDTG protested the agency's actions. WDTG recognizes that in a negotiated procurement, an agency may cancel an existing solicitation where it has a reasonable basis for doing so, but argued that in this instance the agency lacked a reasonable basis for its decision to cancel. The protester also contended that the award of a contract to Railroad Cleaners, a firm which it contends always receives these laundry contracts, foreclosed competition. The agency argued that the alleged sole source contract the protester contended was awarded to Railroad Cleaners was, in fact, a continuation of an existing contract that has been extended through February 2017 under the authority of FAR Clause 52.217-8. The agency also argues that the protest, therefore, concerns a matter of contract administration within the discretion of the contracting agency and requests dismissal of the protest. However, in response to the frivolous cancellation allegations, the agency's explanation kept changing. En route to finding against the agency, the GAO found that the agency failed to produce an agency report that coherently addressed the agency's rationale for the cancellation of the solicitation. Rather, the agency submitted undated statements from its contract specialists that provided conflicting rationales for the cancellation. The GAO stated that it afforded the agency numerous opportunities to provide its rationale for the cancellation, of which the agency failed to avail itself. In the absence of an adequate agency record to support its actions, and in the absence of any reasonable explanation for its actions, the GAO found against the agency. Thus, the protest was sustained. Now, let's address a few of the lessons learned from this protest. They include: 1. The agency may cancel a solicitation for any reasonable basis. 2. The basis provided must be consistent with the record. 3. If a cogent rationale is not provided for a cancellation, a protest is likely to be sustained against the agency. In this episode of Source Selection Soundbites, we discussed the WDTG case and some of the nuances legally canceling a solicitation. This concludes today's Source Selection Soundbite. If this video was helpful, hit the like and subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any new material. If you want more details on the subject, they are available on the Source Selection Answer app. It contains lectures, quizzes, court cases, sample documents, and more material that allows practitioners to quickly obtain actionable knowledge. Thanks for watching. See you next time.